Clear takeoff. You didn't see that.
Try some manoeuvres now.
I'm at
Right,
the back.
where are you?
I'm at the
Coming
back.
down the strip. I'm just trying to stick behind his tail.
My heart's racing and my hands are shaking.
The way the Spitfire moved, it looked so real, it brought tears to my eyes. My father was a Battle of Britain pilot. During the Battle of Britain, he achieved 2 DFCs, and by the end he was generally thought of as the 3rd joint ace during the Battle of Britain. He was always very positive and very supportive of people that wanted to understand the battle.
8 a.m. and Squadron leader Ian Nelson has called the pilots to a briefing.
Okay guys, what we're going to do today is 2 factions, British and German, and look at emulating dogfights. Hurricanes against the ME-109s and the ME-110s and Spitfires as well. And trying to emulate what we did in the Battle of Britain.
Leading a squadron of Messerschmitts will be 21-year-old Chris.
Flying the ME-109, which was the backbone of the German fleet in World War II. I'm at Loughborough University at the moment in my final year, but I've also been given a place in the RAF due to start in August, so that should be really good fun.
What to do what in the RAF?
As a pilot.
So you could literally be the next generation of fighter pilots?
Maybe.
Defending Britain will be Rupert in the iconic Supermarine Spitfire.
When you turn your head with the goggles, you can actually turn the camera to see where you're looking. It's a very liberating feeling flying it, because it's obviously like having a pilot's license, but without the expense or danger.
Just the surroundings of my environment is all aeroplanes. The living room is aeroplanes, the kitchen is aeroplanes. So I haven't actually flown the Spitfire yet, so it'll be a maiden flight for me today.
I guess it would have been the same for Spitfire pilots, really, that they would have flown training planes, but nothing with the horsepower that a Spitfire would have had.
I think, as a woman pilot, they're more just impressed if you can get it in the air.
She's better than me sometimes, actually, I've got to be honest.
2 Messerschmitt ME-110 bombers and an ME-109 fighter escort are headed for Britain. Chris, Alex and Luke must get the aircraft to their target without being shot down. Piloting the Spitfire, it's Rupert's job to find them and stop them.
There we go.
Every move will be captured with onboard cameras, and by Jake Foreman and Alfie Mitchell, 2 of the fastest drone racers in the country.
Coming from a racing background, following lines and keeping things in sight comes pretty naturally to me now.
Turn now.
We have people dressing up as pilots at that time and recreating battles from the ground, but to try and understand the difficulty of flying in the air in that way, I think is quite fascinating.
The success of our pilots is not just automatic. Their skill and the quality of our aircraft have combined brilliantly to evolve certain successful tactics. The white line shows the path of the fighter taking cover in cloud and climbing.
The Spitfire is at its most lethal from high altitude.
I just need to find them first, really.
But the German bombers are hoping to avoid detection by flying low.
Luke, which one are you?
I'm at the back.
Okay, right, I'm slowing down.
So I think you've just found the classic problem that the RAF had is planes
fun.
going up but not engaging.
Yeah, it's finding them. It's really quite difficult.
But low-level flying isn't the only trick the Luftwaffe have up their sleeve.
Oh, I'm turning now.
The Germans were very renowned for hiding in the sun and surprising the enemy.
Right guys, we'll form 8 at the left-hand side of the strip. Oh, there it is.
Okay, they're underneath me there.
Rupert's next move will determine whether or not the bombers get through.
Do you remember if your father had any favourite manoeuvres?
His aim was to shoot as many down as he could and stay alive.
I'm going to pick one and just go for it.
He's decided to climb. In a dive from high altitude, the Spitfire can reach 400 miles per hour. Twice the speed of the German bomber.
Caught me out. Return 3, 2, 1.
I'm just trying to get as close as I can.
The fighter pilot takes his time and gets onto the bomber's tail.
God, my heart went then. I'm like, right, where are you?
Well, they're not doing very well at the minute. I'm staying on their tail.
The bomber pilot is unprotected.
Ooh, there we go.
Now the bomber's right in the sights. The pilot presses the button.
There weren't sort of big parties and things at the end of the day's battle. He would just go quietly to bed and go to think about his tactics for the next day. People often ask me, did he talk about it a lot when I was young, and he didn't. It really wasn't until after I left home I discovered more about him. I was researching a 19-year-old who was living a life I can't experience and never will experience. But they then came back with this stunning offer to me.
Flown a Spitfire before? Have you been in a Spitfire?
Never.
Well, this might be the nearest you can get to it. This is an onboard camera that moves with your head. So you're going to sit in the pilot's position, and when you turn your head, the camera's going to move as if you were the pilot. So it'll be a new experience. It might make you a bit dizzy, but hopefully you'll be okay.
Do you think female pilots could have flown in the Battle of Britain?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If they can transport planes from one place to another, there's no reason why they can't fly them in a battle either.
This is amazing. Oh, it is lovely. Oh, that's wonderful. Banking round now. He loved the Spitfire. So it was like having wings on your back. Wonderful. Absolutely marvellous. It was just wonderful having this sense of this small aircraft and the way it was moving. It was just the way it was moving through the air. It was just tremendous. And I was also thinking when it was flying, I was just wondering, my father must have flown over here before now.
Yeah, probably.
I love the fact there's so many young people here. And I was looking at them and just thinking, well, in 1940 there would have been a lot of 19 and 20-year-olds, and these guys are almost there themselves. And I was thinking, yes, that's really rather special.